Okay, here we go. I'm just going to take you down to my sword room. There's some lights on. And, yeah. Show them, I was going to show them my HSTS Tsunami. First, these are the other swords that I have. I don't know if I have some lighting. This one I just got because it had an awesome Hamon. Then, put some other lights on. This one is my Budo, HSTS Budo. It has the best handle. The handle is tapered. And then it also has those paper triangles that puff up and firm up. The handle overlaps. So it's a beautiful sword. And it came to me kind of sharp. That's it, you know, the HSTS Budo. He sells it with the idea that he profiles it. And that profiling is supposed to be this ultimate sharpness. What I found out is that when you use the sword, you know, they get dull. I use them a lot. And so I had to learn how to sharpen them myself. And I learned I can make a sword sharp too. This is the, what is Swords in Northshire. It's my newest sword. It's all oiled up here, so it doesn't look very good. So I sharpen them myself. So I love this one because I love the way it feels. And I guess. Okay. This one is the Bamboo Warrior. This is like an entry level sword. And the thing with it is, it has an awesome Hamon. Now, when you buy a sword that has a Hamon and you use it, you have to go into it realizing that you're going to sharpen it because you use it, and that means that you're going to rub off and you're going to scratch it up and you're going to ruin it because you're going to try to sharpen it yourself. And that's what happened to this one. And the reason it has such an awesome looking Hamon now is I learned that if you go to Radio Shack, if they still have Radio Shacks, you can get something, there's an etchant they use for circuit boards. I don't know. I guess I should come down here. And you can put that etchant on, you mix it with water, I don't know, 2 to 1, and you put it on with a cotton ball. And it brings out the Hamon. Actually, it's different. This is a different Hamon than when I got it originally. I don't know what type of etchant they use in China. But this is different. The steel is really dark from the etchant. But you can see the Hamon. I don't suppose it'll record in the video at all. Do you get any of that?
Oh, yes.
So anyway, that's that sword. This is a Cass Hanley sword. It had a fancy name. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit more money. The groove in it is pointed. You can tell low quality swords from China and a little bit more quality swords. One of the first you can see is when you get a groove cut in it. This one actually has 2 of them. It's a really big one and then a little tiny one. I don't suppose it'll show up on video, but I'll keep turning it. I'm not sure. Anyway, at the point here, they slope. That's kind of what you're hoping to look for. It also has a nice Hamon. Yeah, it was I think the steel was T10. What do I got? Oh, this sword. I make swords, and I made this sword. I forged the steel. It's 1070. It has a rather interesting hamon. Again, I etched it to bring it out. And there's no way you're going to get that on there, but yeah, it's so hard to get a good picture of a hamon on a video.
Hold it, there you go. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
That's a nice hamon.
I made this sword. I made the saya for it. I made the whole thing, the handle, the guard, the spacers, the copper. I made everything about it. I made 12 of these swords. No. I tried to make 12 of these swords. All but 3 cracked in the quench. I was using water, and I don't think I'll ever do that again. I'll use oil next time. This sword is, I'm working on the handle. This was an Ryan sword, unsharpened. I ordered an unsharpened sword because at the time I thought we were going to be doing drills in which there would be steel to steel contact. But after a while, I guess we didn't get into that. And so I sharpened it just to practice. Oh, she's sharp. Oh, she's sharp. Okay. Now, we came here. What else do I got? Oh, I got this little guy. This is the other swords in Northshire. I don't think I've sharpened this one yet. I don't think I've had it out of the side. I got my wife's name on it. Nice sword, boy. I got the leather handle. And I gotta tell you, leather feels like this feels like a real tool here. Sometimes I get the feeling when all the other cloth handles, even if they're silk or poly or cotton, they just don't feel very real. They feel fake. When you get leather, it just feels better. The thinking is I'll be able to do what they call kendo katas, bone in Korean. And we'll use these short swords for that. But this sword, this is the swords I take to class. And this is just a wood one. And these are the Jukdos, what do they use in Chinese? Japanese are called shinai. Those are the ones I actually fight with. Here is the Tsunami. HST is Tsunami. I got a green one. It's been a while since I've untied one of these on video. Very uncool. Okay. The handle here, I'll just show them a picture. Wow, I gotta tap that in more. See that? It's not poked all the way through.
Oh.
See, you see, you're supposed to see how this hand is held here, and so it pushes a pin in that way. And that one's okay. This hand, see, these are not bamboo. These are actually, I don't know, some kind of Dacron or something. I spent extra for that. And this hand is here pushing on that. So you're always pushing the pins in. But that one could actually go another tap in. I guess I stopped a little premature. Oh, there she is. Again, I've sharpened this baby. She is so sharp. It has a lot of... See what happens every time you put it into the saya? You scrape. So it doesn't look very good when you first pull it out. There's no hamon. I don't worry about what this one looks like. This girl earns her living by she cuts with me all the time. But you wanted to see what the handle is. Again, I got to knock that pin in. I think both of them. I guess I stopped for some reason. What the heck was I thinking? Anyway, it's absorbed a little, I guess, sweat or oil. I've used it so much you can see some discoloration here. That's where my hands is. It must be salt from your hand. It's sort of, it's definitely green. It's a faded kind of green, kind of almost a dark, what color is that?
It's like a hunter green.
Hunter green, yeah. The guard is rather thin, but it's definitely iron, but it's rather thin. That's the pattern of it. We can get the, should show it against the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blade, I don't know if it had a Hamon on it or not. I forget. I started cutting with it right away, and then I sharpened it. When I sharpened it, I should show them how to do that in another video. But I use a power sander and then a buffer and leather strobe. But I got this one. She's so sharp. Okay, the Saya. This one is, it's got flakes. It reminds me of my drum kits that have the same type of flakes in the paint. It's green. It has some sort of black, wow, that feels like horn in the end. This is actually quite, look at this. This is beautiful, actually. It must be, I don't know what that is, but it's variegated. It's actually gorgeous. The end, the sword actually came, and what it was is when I got it, you couldn't do that. It would fall out. That's the condition I got this sword in, that this thing fell out. And what you do is you go to any home store and they sell laminate, wood laminate. It's in a big roll. I got like 100 feet of it and I used that much. And you cut it, you set it in there, and you heat up a screwdriver with a quick candle. And when the screwdriver gets really hot, then you just set it in there and you squish down. And the laminate has a glue on it that activates with heat. And that's how you make a sword tight, and so it doesn't fall out. I mean, you don't want it, well, here's my big rock. You don't want to hurt that. You don't want it so tight that you can't get it out. This is she's just my workhorse now. When I do cutting competitions, I'll probably use my Budo, because my Budo's been in every competition with me and it's never let me down. I've never not made a cut. That's what I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to make sure that I made the cut that I was trying to make. But this is one I practice with. Perfect balance, it's perfect balance. It's just beautiful. Here we can, this is I forget what this is. It's the collar. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's got two lines in it. I don't know if the camera can make that out.
Turn it, there you go. Now we can see it.
It's got two lines in it. It's all scratched up from going in and